Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says it was up to Russia to end its invasion. The statement comes ahead of high-stakes talks with U.S. counterpart Donald Trump, who is pressuring Ukraine to give up Crimea and abandon its NATO ambitions. Zelensky says that Russia should not be rewarded for its war. On the ground, the fighting has increased. A Russian air attack on a residential area in Kharkiv. Kyiv says that 3 people were killed in the attack, including a toddler, and 19 people were injured. Ukraine released these images showing the devastation from the Russian attack. Firefighters working to extinguish a blaze and rescue residents. In a separate attack, another Russian strike on the southeastern Ukrainian city of Zaporizhia killed 3 people and wounded 20 others. The regional governor says that many of the wounded were in critical condition after the Monday morning attack. The Russian Defense Ministry said over the past 24 hours, Russian troops struck a missile storage site, ammunition depots, and warehouses of long-range unmanned aerial vehicles in Ukraine. It further said that Russian air defense forces shot down 300 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles over the past day and intercepted a Ukrainian UAV on a nuclear power plant. Ukraine, in the meantime, has reported attacking a train station serving as a critical logistics hub for Russian military ammunition transport in Voronezh region. But on the ground, Ukrainian cities continue to suffer under relentless aerial attacks. Also, Ukraine claimed that an overnight Russian drone strike on Kharkiv killed 6 people, including a child, and wounded more than a dozen. Kharkiv's governor confirmed the news. He cited police warning that people may be trapped under rubble. The city, which is near the Russian border, was also hit hours earlier by a ballistic missile that wounded at least 11 people. Besides Kharkiv, Russian strikes also pummeled the Sumy region, wounding 2, while in Zaporizhia, the number of wounded has climbed to 17, including a teenager. The blast wave and debris damaged homes, commercial buildings, and even a bus stop. Emergency services have been working through the night, extinguishing fires, dismantling collapsed structures, and providing psychological support to the affected civilians. Authorities say the number of victims is still being verified. Dr. Sergei Sumleny is a defense expert and the director of the European Resilience Initiative Center. He's now joining us live on this broadcast. Dr. Sumleny, good to see you, and thank you very much for making time for us. What do you expect from this meeting between Trump and Zelensky and the European leaders? Because Trump has already indicated what he hopes to tell Zelensky.
Oh, thank you very much for having invited me today. Always a pleasure to be a guest. President Zelensky is in a very complicated situation, very challenging one. As you have seen, Russia continues pressing Ukraine, shelling Ukrainian cities, killing Ukrainian civilians. And as I'm in Kyiv now, since over a week, there was almost no mass attacks of long-range drones against Kyiv. That means that Russia has hoarded drones and presumably can launch 500 up to 1,000 drones a night. I think they keep them for launch after this meeting. So Zelensky knows it, of course, and Zelensky knows that President Trump urgently wants him to sign any deal, so-called deal. But at the same time, he knows that in the last 20 years, 25 years, Russia has broken any deal and any international treaty Russia signed with Ukraine. Since 1991, Russia has signed at least 5 treaties with Ukraine on border and bilateral respect of sovereignty, and promised never attack Ukraine, never ever. In each of these promises have been broken. So now Zelensky is practically being forced by Trump to trust Putin again, knowingly that Putin will break this treaty again as soon as Putin will feel that he is strong enough, as he has done many times before.
Dr. Sumleni, very quickly, do you think this meeting between Trump, Zelensky and the European leaders is a farce? Because as it stands, do you think Trump will force Zelensky into a trilateral meeting between Putin, Trump and Zelensky?
Well, it's forced, of course, because of the wording. Trump is talking about land exchange or land swap, but it's not that Russia gives something in exchange for Ukraine gives something. It's Russia has taken a lot of Ukrainian land illegally in a war of aggression, and now Russia wants to get more land in Donbas region without giving Ukraine anything back. In exchange of Ukraine gives Russia a lot of Ukrainian lands which doesn't belong to Russia. Russia just promises not to attack Ukraine again. But we know how much Russian promises cost. So Russia practically wants to get more position, better position for the next attack. And Zelensky knows it.
All right, Dr. Sumleni, good to see you. We'll have to end it there. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great day.